Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Most of us, when we start out on the guitar, we start with the Pentatonics, which is great, they're a lot of fun. But what if we want to take those Pentatonics and change them into major or minor scales? That's the focus of this video. I'll take you from this to this. Let's just start with what makes each type of scale unique. With the minor pentatonic scale, it has the root, the minor third, the fourth, the fifth, and the flat seven, and then back to the root again. The great thing about the pentatonic scale is that because of the spacing between each notes and each interval, it makes it really melodic and easy to sing, which you can hear in, great solos of the past. The scale also has the color tones of the minor third, and the flattened seventh. Which is found in minor seventh chords and altered dominant chords. These flavor notes help outline what's the most important part of those scales. It gives you the most information of what chord you are playing over. But what if we want to embellish that minor pentatonic and give it more, say, je ne sais quoi, or more of a detailed solo or mood? That's where 7-note scales come into play. What makes 7-note scales special is that they have all of the information if you play them over the right chord in the right context. It has the full amount of notes that you can use if you played over a fully extended chord, which gives you all of the melodic detail that you're missing with a 5-note scale. You have to be careful how you use these scales because some of the notes may clash with some of the notes in the chord. These are called avoid notes. In this instance, I'll show you a full natural minor scale and how it sounds over an A minor 9 flat 13. As you can hear, all of the notes that were played in the scale can be found in the extended chord. This helps for soloing because if we play the same scale over a drone note, i.e. just one note, we can hear the relationships between the drone note and the scale being played, causing the relationships that give the natural minor scale. The same can be done with the major scale. Here it is in its full context. And again, here's what it sounds like over just a drone note. After hearing how these 7-note scales add color, you might be thinking, well, how do I change those pentatonics that I know into those 7-note scales? If we take a look again at the minor pentatonic scale, we know we have a root, minor third, fourth, fifth, flattened seventh, and a root again. In total, there are only 5 notes, which means to make it 7 notes, we need to add 2 more intervals. The missing intervals in this natural minor scale from the pentatonic are the major second, and the flattened sixth. Let's see what that looks like in each pentatonic shape. If you follow these examples, you can morph your pentatonics into the natural minor scale. You can take these scales and use them as a basis to learn other 7-note scales, but that's beyond the scope of this video, and this is more of like an introduction to 7-note from the 5-note scales. Let's have a look at the major pentatonic and what notes go into making a major pentatonic, or what intervals. With the major pentatonic, we have the root, major second, major third, fifth, and major sixth, and then it goes back to the root. To turn the major pentatonic into a full major scale, we are missing 2 intervals, and they are the perfect fourth and the major seventh. This is how you change your major pentatonics into fully fledged major scales. Using this video to learn from and expand upon your vocabulary of natural minor scales and major scales should make your soloing sound more intricate and detailed. My advice is to get familiar with them first and then practice to knowing where the intervals are in each of those positions. This will give you a great advantage of knowing where the sounds are that you want on the fretboard. If you have found this video helpful or insightful in any way, please give us a like and follow, and give any thoughts that you might have in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully subscribing to this channel will help your guitar journey be less painful. So I hope to see you in the next video, and I'll see you there. Bye for now.